What angle should tent stakes be at? Are you getting ready for a festival and wondering how to keep your tent secure? One of the most important aspects of tent setup is how you position your tent stakes. So, what angle should tent stakes be at for the best results? For festival camping, the best practice is to drive tent stakes into the ground at a 45-degree angle. This angle is often recommended because it helps resist the pull from guy lines and wind. When the head of the stake points away from the tent, it reduces the chance of the stakes being pulled out, keeping your tent stable and secure. When you set your stakes at a 45-degree angle, it allows the stake to hold better. This angle increases resistance in the soil and balances both vertical and lateral forces on the stake. It is particularly effective for pop-up tents and festival setups. Make sure to leave about 6 inches of the stake exposed above ground. This makes it easier to attach guy ropes and also helps with removal later on. If the soil is loose or sandy, a steeper angle might be less effective. The 45-degree angle helps the stake grip better in these conditions. In very hard or compact soil, you might be tempted to drive stakes vertically. However, this is less common for festival tents. For tents with sidewalls or in high wind, you may need to place stakes closer to the tent. In such cases, using guy ropes at steeper angles can prevent poles from lifting. The 45-degree angle complements this setup by providing balanced resistance to both vertical and lateral forces. While some sources suggest driving stakes straight down to maximize depth, this is more typical for large party tents or vary from soil. For festival tents, the 45-degree angle is generally preferred. It counters the typical sideways pull from wind and guy lines effectively. So, when you are packing for your festival, remember to include your tent stakes and set them at a 45-degree angle away from the tent. This method will help keep your tent secure against unpredictable weather and the hustle and bustle of festival life. Happy camping!